Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Octopus Math by Sahiba. Okay, for question 6, N of A intersection B. Okay, now N basically means the cardinality, which means if you try to first find out what the elements of A and B are, and then you write the set of their intersection. Let's quickly do it and I'll help you understand it. Okay, so the universal set is actually 10 and 20 inclusive, so it's 10, 11, 12, 13 and onwards till 20. A is an odd number, so it's not all the odd numbers, but odd numbers from the list of the universal set. So it's going to be 11, 13, 15, 17, and 19. And B is a multiple of 5, so set B will be multiple of 5 within the set, universal set. So it's going to be 10, 15, and 20 only. Now, if you find out the intersection set, which is 15 is common in both, right? So if it was, if the question was to, if the question was like this, you need to find A intersection B, then your answer will be 15 only, right? But here it says the answer is N A intersection B. That means that it talks about the count of the elements in the set A intersection B, which is just one. It's just one element in the set. So N is the cardinality of the elements. So it's going to be just 1. You don't have to go through this whole process. It's just to explain you things better. If you think you can do it orally, and just commonly write down the numbers, which are odd numbers also, and a multiples of 5 and a multiple of 5. So I think you'll reach to the same point. Right. So for part 2, it says find A complement union B. Now it doesn't say N. It says you need to write the set. Okay, so first we need to see what A complement is. So A complement means the elements in universal set which are not an A. So that means all the even numbers, right? So all the even numbers united with B. So it's a set. It's going to be like all the even numbers, like 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 united with set B, which is 10, 15, 20. So 10 and 20 are already in the set A complement. You just have to write what's not common, which is 15. Order, the sequence doesn't matter. You could write your own sequence. These are the elements of A complement, and then unite it with these 3. So 10 is already here, 20 is already here. There's only 15 left. So I'm just going to write. If you want to rearrange this and write it down, in ascending order, descending order, that's your choice. I just want to leave it here so I can do this. Okay. Now a number are chosen at random from E. Find the probability that R belongs to A union B. So this is my interested or favorable outcome. So it will go on the numerator. This is my favorable outcome, which is A union B. And my total number of outcomes is going to be the elements in universal set, because we have chosen a random number R from E. So that's my total set. This is going to give me the probability. Now first let's see how many elements are there in A union B. In A union B, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because 15 was already common, so we don't have to count it twice. So 5 already and 2 more, 10 and 20. So 7 are the numbers. If you want to write it down as a set, you can do that. Okay, so here there's very important thing to understand, that the number of elements in the universal set, what people quickly do, this is a number like people would want to do it orally, that okay, from 10 to 20 is going to be, in their opinion, is going to be 10 numbers, because they just simply subtract the two numbers. So 10 to 20, it's 10 numbers. It looks like it, but it's not like that. What happens is that when we subtract, we actually find out how many jumps do we require to shift from 10 to 20. So it's 10 jumps, you're right. But subtraction won't give you the total number of, the count of the numbers ranging from 10 to 20. What you have to do is, if you count it on the fingers, you will see that there are 11 numbers from 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it's 11 numbers. So how do we do this? 10 to 20 is a pretty basic number. You could easily count it on your fingers, but we need to understand how this is done. When we are subtracting, like for example, we want to see, calculate the count. I mean, we need to find out how many two-digit numbers are there, right? So we know that it's from, this is an example only, right? We know that it starts from 10 and it goes till 99. So what most of the people do, they subtract the two numbers and they get 89. That's not the correct answer. When we are subtracting, we are actually missing out the first number and we forgot to count that, because that's the only purpose of subtraction. Okay, it doesn't let you count the first one. So whenever we are going to find out the numbers in between the sequence, which is 10 and 20 or 10 to 99, we just subtract it and add one on the safe side to make sure that we have counted the first one. So from 10 to 20, we've subtracted and got 10. So 10 are the jumps, and make sure you count the first one 10 also. So it's 11. 7 out of 11 is the total probability for choosing a value R from A union B. Right. Okay, in a survey of 40 people, newspaper, book. Okay, I'm going to do this by making a quick Venn diagram. For book, I'm going to write B, and for newspaper, I'm going to write N. Okay. So this is important information. 14 people had neither read a book nor a newspaper, which means it's on the outside. Let me change the color. 14 is on the outside. That they read the statement as a total of 10 people had read a book. That means it looks like this, which is actually not the case, because there are some of the students, I mean some of the people who have read a book and a newspaper as well. So if you want to count the number of people who have read a book, this may also include the number of people who have read the newspaper and the book together, right? So my way of doing this is, I just simply allot variables to it, because we're not sure of what is what. So for B, I mean all the people that have read the book is A plus B. This is going to be 10, because it says 10 people have read the book. So A plus B is the total number of people who have read the book, which is 10. And B plus C are the total number of people which have read the newspaper, which is 24, according to this statement. Okay. And remember, 40 people were in survey, which means the total, whatever is given. So A plus B plus C plus what's on the outside equals to 40. Now, A plus B together, we know from equation number 1 is 10. So instead of A plus B, I'm going to write 10 plus C plus 14 equals 40. Upon solving for C, we get 16. So 16 are the number of people who just read the newspaper. From equation number 2, we can easily find out the number of people who read both the newspaper and the books. And 2 people have read the book. This is by equation number 1. So let me just quickly add everything up and verify if I'm doing it correct. So 2 plus 8 plus 16 plus 14 add up to 40. So we're in good hands. Okay, so part 1 says by drawing a Venn diagram. Okay, let me just erase this. Right, so part 1 says by drawing a Venn diagram or otherwise find the number of people who had read both a book and a newspaper. So my answer is 8. Okay, two of the people who had read a book, two of the people who had read a book are selected from random. Okay, so basically we are selecting a person. We are selecting a person from the people who have read the book. So this is going to be my total number of outcomes because I'm choosing a person from this. So two of the people are selected. Probability of person 1 and probability of second person. That's how we are going to do it. So work out the probability that they both had read a book and a newspaper. Okay, so this is my favorable outcome because we need to calculate the probability of this. The people that have read both newspaper and book are 8. So my first person's probability is going to be 8 out of 10. And in probability, and means multiplication. And my second person's probability is going to be 7 on 9. And the reason of this is that if one person is already selected out of 10, I'll be left with 9 people. So the denominator changes. And because I'm selecting the second person from the same category, which already had 8 people, I've already taken out one person from the same category. So now I'll be left with 7 people in the same category, right? Upon cancelling, upon cancelling 8 and 10, we get 4 and 5. So 4 times 7 is 28 and 5 times 9 is 45. Subscribe to my channel Octopus Math by Sahiba for more videos.